Have you ever wondered what happens to your data before it enters the browser? Let's take a look at an armored browser that prevents data from being leaked from your PC into your browser. We're going to connect to a demo site here, and you'll notice that it automatically redirects us from HTTP to HTTPS. And by the fact that we're going through the NetScaler, it's detected that we do not have a Quoresso session key, and it automatically does an HTTP callout and redirects us to the Quoresso server where we download the armored browser, which instantly tells us that we have keylogger software on our PC. Once we've installed the armored browser, we go ahead and connect to our web application through the load balanced VIP, and you'll see by the color of the border, the blue border and the Citrix logo here, that we are now using a armored browser, and our session is fully protected not only from the local session here but all the way through the HTTPS session. If I try to copy this image, it tells me that that's not allowed. So information controls are enabled. If I try to print anything from this page, it's disabled. If I try to save or print, we'll try to print here again, or if I try to save this web page, it tells me that it's disabled. Try to copy information to the clipboard, that's disabled as well. So information leakage is controls are in effect. Now let's test out if I can go to any random website. So I'll just pick an IP address and I'll use HTTPS because I think it's protected that way. But you'll notice that where I would normally receive an error message that would allow me to understand the risks and click through by downloading the certificate, Quoresso has told us that that's an invalid certificate and we're just not going to let you go to that site. So we've got certificate whitelisting enabled. We'll take a look at the configuration inside the Citrix NetScaler. You'll see that we have here a policy that redirects HTTP directly over to HTTPS. And we have a load balancing VIP that says before you go to this application, make sure that it's protected with SSL. And we're going to set up a responder policy that says if you do not have a Quoresso session key, then we're going to redirect you to the Quoresso server using HTTPS to download the armored browser. And we also have a policy that says if the key is invalid and was tampered with, go ahead and display an error message. We'll look at the HTTP callout policy, which simply says, as a result of the responder, send a request including the session key over to the Quoresso server, verify that it is in fact signed by the Quoresso server, which will return to the NetScaler a value of true or false. If it's true, if it did in fact sign that session, then it will allow the armored browser to pass through. If it's false, it will send back an error message. and that CoreSO server is also load balanced in case we have one or more CoreSO servers.